something which
I
is
am
already
not
there.
saying anything repeating. Just if
I am not repeating at all. For continuity, one or two sentences may become necessary from the what we have done earlier. But their contention is for maintaining confidentiality of the candidate. The portion now kindly again go to page 20 of the additional material papers filed along with the additional count.
yes,
No,
page 20.
paper book.
Common counter. Not
Common counter to waste papers అని.
Yes.
I was trying to say
No,
the
sir, page, no, page in this.
page 20 and 21. That
See,
is
sir?
answer booklet. Answer booklet.
No, that's not right.
Answer booklet. But according to me, the candidate is easily identifiable. They say that he is not identifiable. I say that there are many traits or traits by which my lord a candidate could be identified. Firstly, my lord, there is a control bundle number, and he also knows the serial number of the paper which he is correcting from that bundle, because he has to enter the serial number. Your lordships have seen the column on the next extreme right hand side, serial number of answer booklet in the bundle. So let's go right hand side, that boxes,
Yes, yes.
bubbling boxes.
Yes, yes, serial number answer. Yes, is there.
So he knows the what is the serial number of the paper which he is correcting from the bundle. So one thing he knows is he knows the bundle number, he knows the serial number of the answer book. Then he has to enter that. Not one person.
Yes.
3 evaluators will enter that. I don't know whether I. There are 3 sections
Yes.
for each paper.
Yes.
So 3 evaluators will enter. That is, after first evaluator not correcting
Yes.
the questions which he has to correct. 3 questions or so. Each evaluator 3 questions.
Yes, yes.
The second evaluator knows the marks awarded by the first evaluator. No, he becomes the first evaluator for the second section. But he knows the marks awarded by the evaluator of the first section.
No, but for my understanding, I want one query. My understanding is that there are 3 cutting marks are there.
3?
In the answer booklet,
Yes.
3 cutting marks are there.
3 cutting marks are there.
There.
Yes.
Control bundle number is there. First box, second box,
Third part.
box. Then
And on the left hand side.
on the left hand side.
Ah.
So then first box will go while issuing the paper to the evaluator.
Right.
After completion of the second evaluation, second also will cut.
Correct.
Then third person again he
No,
will.
no, not that. There are 3 plus 3 plus 3. 9 persons will evaluate each paper.
No,
There are 3. They say that there are at least 6 evaluators.
no, according to there, 2 items are 2 box items is there. First evaluator will do. Then after second one.
Not that.
After the third one,
No.
any ambiguity
No.
with the
Kindly erase that impression. Now kindly hear
Yes.
me. There will be 1 evaluator for each section.
Yes.
I know. Again I put it. Kindly come to the left hand side
Yes.
on the middle box.
Yes.
Your lordships will find section 1.
Yes.
Your lords got that?
Yes, yes, section 1, section.
Section 1 is one subject.
Yes.
So that subject evaluator, professor or lecturer, knowing that subject will evaluate those 3 questions
Yes.
in this paper.
Yes.
So he enters the marks relating to those 3 questions
Yes, section 1 questions. That's all.
here in these boxes.
Yes, yes. Then come to
That's for
section-
your lordship's note. Then, my lord, second section, there will be another evaluator.
Correct.
He will evaluate second section
Yes, correct.
of the same middle box.
Yes. Then section 3.
Section 3. Therefore, the now one paper is corrected for first round by 3 evaluators. Am I correct?
3 evaluated with 3 different subjects. Correct?
3 different
That's
subjects.
what,
3 different subjects, but one paper. One paper only. One paper, 3 different subjects. I'll just clarify. Maybe I have clarified. Will your lordships kindly go to my paper book at page 160.
Yes. 1,
Page 160.
160.
160.
Yes.
Kindly come to paper 1 general essay.
Yes.
Your lords got? Your lords got?
160. 160.
160 annexure 2. Then, my lord, first 2 boxes, your
Paper 1 general essay.
paper 1 general essay. Your lordships sees there are 6 different items there or different subjects mentioned. So let's got contemporary social issues and social problems. Murad, the evaluator for this topic will be one.
So you are coming there. So 6 person will.
Yes. No, that's what they stated. I'll show it. Then
No. So paper 1 is 1.
There is only one paper, but there are 6 evaluators
For different subjects.
for different subjects.
Okay, yes.
Similarly, but normally they have put only 3 because the sample paper book that was filed, answer book that was filed is doesn't belong to general English kind of second they should have to show, but there are 6 subjects. I'll just show there are 6 subjects. Will your lordships kindly just see this?
Not subjects and topics. 6 topics.
These 6 topics
For
are
general essay. There are 6 topics.
Why?
So according to you, that 6 topics, 6 evaluators will do the evaluation.
Evaluation by 6 different evaluators. If I may be wrong also. Your lordships may not agree with me also. No, I'll take that way. I'll take that way. Your lordships may not or do not agree with me, but I'll take your lordships to show that how it is correct.
Yes, sir.
1 second, sir. I'll show it by another proof.
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 minute. Will your lordships come to? I have now shown to your lordships page 160.
Yes.
160 compare with my lord at page 188. Can I?
Yes.
Will your lordships kindly
Yes,
go
English
to?
33 evaluators.
Will your lordships kindly go to paper 3 P3 Your lords got
Yes.
Indian Society,
Yes.
number of evaluators are 22 for this topic. Constitution
25.
25, governance 23. There are three different types of evaluators your lordships have seen. So topic wise evaluators are changing your lords. What I may be wrong in saying that there are 6 topics, 6 evaluators for paper 1, maybe correct, may not be correct. But for other papers, depending on the papers, my lord, we have chosen the evaluators. Your lords got it.
Yes, yes.
So paper 1 will not be valued by one evaluator alone. Or this kindly just as an example, I am giving paper 3.
Yes.
Paper 3 is not evaluated by one evaluator alone. Paper
Yes.
3 will be evaluated by the person knowing the subject called as Indian Society, by the person knowing subject called as Constitution, by the person knowing subject called as governance. There are 3 different types of persons. Your lords got that? I
Yes.
not know. But if your lordships are not in agreement with me, kindly tell me. I'll just further
No,
explain.
no, no. Yes, yes. 3 topics is there. Indian
Yes.
Society, Constitution, governance.
Kindly also go to my lord. Paper 5,
Yes.
Science and Technology 21,
Yes.
Biotechnology 26,
Yes.
Data Interpretation 18.
Yes.
There are three subjects, 3 different sets of persons are chosen. This my lord strengthens my submission. That my lord, each paper is not evaluated by one
Evaluator.
alone,
Hello.
depending upon the chapters therein or subjects therein. The number of evaluators keep changing.
Yes.
This is their version, my lord. Page 188 is not my version. This is given as a press note by the
Yes.
PSC. Your lords got? This is a press note by the PSC. They have engaged these evaluators for different topics and subjects. Therefore, coming back, this part is clear. If I am correct, not this part is clear that each paper will not be valued by one evaluator alone.
Topic wise evaluators are there.
Topic wise
No,
evaluator.
that's not subject. Topics.
Topic wise.
Group 1, 6 topics are there.
Ah,
Paper 1, 6 topics. Paper 2, 3 topics.
Subject code and subject name, not topic. Your lordships may kindly see.
No, the
Subject code, let us use that terminology only.
no, this is correct. Topic and the paper
Subject
1
code
is
and subject name.
no, sir. The paper 1 is 6 topics are there.
Paper 1.
Paper 2, 3 topics are there. Paper 3, 3 topics.
Subject name, your lordships are right. Only thing is nomenclature.
I am chances. Why is he
How
using a
much
chance of
arguing?
arguing?
There is no rejoinder file. Your lordship may be 1.5 hours or over.
I'll take 2 days. Lord.
For
I'll
example,
take 2 days.
one
Obviously,
paper,
concerned.
I paper
He has
261.
no.
No, no, sir.
Let him have his own
Both
patience.
of you argued, it's not correct.
I'm sorry, my lord, but your lordships may kind. These are new things. Supposing a paper is filed, I expect a rejoinder. No rejoinders are there. Now I pick up one paper and start arguing.
Sir, you are stick on the only one counter which is filed by the before vacation. You filed 150 pages, and after that, what can they do?
Picking up no.
No, not picking up, sir. You are sticking on only 30
I-
pages counter.
I
Okay,
bow down
you
to
have
that.
filed 150 pages
I bow
after
down to
vacation.
that. I bow down to
You
that.
should not give chance to them.
Actually,
What
my
you
lord, three senior counsels have argued, my lord. Not one, 3 senior counsels have
Sir,
argued.
there may be 30 senior counsel will be argued,
Very well.
but you are not stick on only 30 pages of counter which is filed by the before vacation by. After vacation, you file additional 150 pages.
No, 300 pages. My lord.
300 pages.
Most of it are
Out of
material
300,
papers.
100 pages only serial numbers will go.
The volume is only with respect to material papers, not
That's what
otherwise.
it is. So I cut 300 to 150 only.
No, I do not, they.
No, so Narasimha garu, if you are stick on only 30 page counter, you are okay. But you file.
What he will add, he is nowhere concerned.
No,
No, my landlord forgets
Arre,
not
Malay.
the courtesies and
no, no, okay, whatever it is, Surendra, they are all respondents, right?
They are not respondents, my lord. He is not a respondent.
We are all.
What is this? We file an impede application.
Good, Abraham.
He's not filing and getting so agitated.
No, that's the reason why.
This is
So I am
Mr.
not
Nobody.
counting 300 pages, I am counting 150 pages, where the material is there, stock is there.
I'm not saying
Tell them where to give time to them.
already two senior counsels after receiving this one argued no, my lord. Your
No,
lordship
one
can
senior
No, my
counsel
landlord
is
feels that,
one will go on, so second senior
my
is
landlord
coming.
feels that, no, I am not a senior advocate here.
I'm not saying anything.
One senior is argued already yesterday. Now the second senior counsel argued.
Am I repeating anything what he has argued?
No, that's true. You are taking separate.
What
part.
is, no, wrong word shall not come
What
from
I'm
my
trying to
mouth.
say,
What is this
what
kind
was
of
the issue
nuisance?
before? It cannot be a separate issue, a supplemental issue. You can't like the separate issues now is bringing out. That's what I'm trying to think your lordship's kind notice.
ఆయన చెప్పలేదు సార్ ఆయన చెప్పుకుంటాను చెప్పండి
మీరు కానీ ఆయన క్లారిఫికేషన్
ఆయన కూర్చోబెడితే నేను నిలబడి
దట్స్ నాట్ కరెక్ట్.
మీరు ఏదంటే అదేంటి సార్?
ఏదంటే కాదండి, జస్ట్ యూ థింక్ ఓవర్.
నేను ఏమంటున్నా సార్, నాట్ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్ అవర్ డిఫికల్టీ. If a question of law is framed, we can answer. Picking out an answer, what is the question of law which they are trying to argue? I'm not able to understand. You have to reply also. I also can't.
What can I do? I am a senior advocate, he is an ordinary advocate, he cannot understand what I.
None of the senior counsels are ever trying to say what is the issue. He cannot follow the question of law. I mean, that's what we expect from the senior counsel because we follow the legacy. What this is a question of law, this is what it is. Well, picking up and all that, evaluating what the question of law involved in is. First, you tell this and then come back so that we are ready on this.
He raised some allegations with regard to the entire thing. So he is going on clarifying that allegation one after the other one.
I'm grateful to your lordship's clarification, Malad. What's the question of law, Malad, in all these things? This is what I'm Malad, the allegation is against an institution is different, allegation against an individual persons are different. Supposing evaluator has done something wrong, it's an allegation against an evaluator. The allegation is against
My
an
land
institution.
friend, my lord, perhaps he is eager to know his presence felt.
I am not
Even
at all,
at this
Malad.
stage.
I am also standing
But,
down for banking
perhaps
service
He
selection
wants,
board, Malad.
he wants to make it because it is
Like
live.
it, but
Not it, your lordships are hearing
And
it live.
moreover,
That perhaps Lord, he wants that not, there should be exposure to him.
court cannot explain the senior counsel where they have to start, where they have to stop.
I agree with you, Lord. I keep quiet.
Yeah,
Malad.
the-
That is
I'm
sufficient
not-
for me, Malad.
That far he doesn't know. That far he doesn't know.
Yes, start, sir.
Now, my lord, what I was trying to say is, there are
Now we will continue this one.
multiple evaluators for each paper.
Topics, evaluators for.
For each paper,
Each.
multiple.
paper,
Yes.
Each paper, multiple evaluators. are
That's
there.
all.
That is your
One
content.
simple sentence.
Yes, yes,
Multiple evaluators for each paper.
yes.
That normally depends upon the subject or topic which is given in section 1, section 2, section 3.
Yes.
Each paper is divided into section 1, section 2, section 3. I am not speaking anything which is not there on record. Again, kindly go to the same sample answer which they themselves give it as section 1, section 2, section 3.
Yes.
Your lordships have seen section 1, section 2, section 3. Your lords gets it or not?
Which page, sir?
Page, Lord,
I am at 160 page and 188 page.
no,
Just now you explained.
no, that is
Page
page
21.
sample answer booklet at page 17.
So again,
And 37,
Page
sorry.
21.
It is at 37.
there are so
37.
many volumes.
37 in the paper book which they supplied. Page 37.
31.
37, my lord.
Oh,
We
yes,
marked it as perhaps.
Yes, 37.
Yes.
This is also answer booklet.
No, that's what I'm.
Yeah.
For this, my lord, I have taken your lordship to my paper book at 2 pages. That is 160 and 188. I have shown to demonstrate saying that this paper goes into the hands of different evaluators.
Correct.
Each paper goes into the hands of different evaluators. Question is, this first part, when it goes to the evaluator, first part is stored now. But it continues or not, it carries with it its legacy or its identity. How it carries with its identity is, there is a control bundle number.
Yes.
Control bundle number are different bundle numbers for different centers and different perhaps rooms also. Now a bundle number is given. So at least the evaluator knows the bundle number. By that bundle number he can know which center.
Yes.
And he also knows the candidate according to me, because he is correcting the serial, a particular paper carrying a particular serial number in that bundle. How he knows the serial number is, he himself has to record it. That box on the right hand side, your lordships will find
Yes.
serial number of answer booklet in the bundle.
Yes.
So he knows the bundle number, he knows the serial number of the answer booklet, which has to enter into this.
Yes.
Each one of the persons who is making correction. Now, this correction will go on like this. 3 sections are given to normally three evaluators. This is first round of
Evaluation.
correction. After this first round of correction is over, or before that, it will go to second evaluator at the bottom. Again, he knows the very same bundle number, and he also has to mark,
Yes.
or they have to, not he.
Yes.
There also there will be 3 evaluators.
Yes.
Those 3 evaluators have to mark my lord bundle number, have to enter that bundle number. Therefore, what I was arguing today morning and even now, and what I have raised is, they are, for their convenience, according to them, according to me, for their manipulation, they have devised this method of giving separate hall tickets, which facilitated them to allocate a known a designed center for them,
Yes.
and which facilitated them,
Yes.
while making the evaluation also, they know whose paper it is being evaluated.
Yes.
This is how it runs. This is how I demonstrate that they know about the bundle number, serial number in the bundle. Each one of the evaluator knows.
Yes.
Therefore, to sever favors, it becomes easy. This is the submission that I make on the basis of this particular paper. Now, for any reason, though it was argued, if your lordship permits, I will now speak about third evaluator. It will go to third set of evaluator. We cannot call it as third evaluator, but third set of
There
evaluator.
is no barcode, anything.
Now, my lord, in fact, I do not find any column for the third evaluator here, except, my lord, marks in words in the each box. Your lord's gets.
Yes. Marks in words.
Ah.
First, second, third.
I do not know whether it refers to this first, second, third is, according to me, refers to section 1, section 2 and section 3. If it is not,
Yes.
marks in words, total marks in words by the first evaluator or first set of evaluators, total marks given by the first set of evaluators, total marks given by the second set of evaluators. Third box pertains to the marks given by the third set of evaluators.
I think according to my understanding, The third evaluation will not rise in each and every paper where
I know, madam.
There is-
Your lordships are aware.
Correct.
No, where there is a difference of 15%.
no, what I'm saying is correct.
Correct.
So if there is any ambiguity with the two, then they will into
That
third
is-
one.
if there is a
Otherwise, they
difference-
don't touch third one.
No. That's what I'm trying to say. If there is a difference of marks by 15 marks in the total of that particular paper, then Lord, it will go to third set of evaluators.
That's correct. Yes.
Now the point that was raised or objection that was raised on this side and that was sought to be answered on that side is this about third evaluator or third set of evaluators. For third set of evaluators, Lord, this will not show that Lord any place is allocated here.
Yes.
Your lordships shall see. Then will your lordships go to page 39.
Yes.
This box at the bottom of page 39.
Yes.
Your lordships,
This is.
page 39.
Yes. Yes.
This is for they say that this is for the third evaluator. But here your lordships will see that the third evaluator, there is no provision for bubbling as is there here.
Yes. Yes.
If there is no provision for bubbling, it has to be entered manually.
Yes.
For the purpose, for first set of evaluators and second set of evaluators, there is a mechanism of bubbling. If it is entered into the scanner, marks are tabulated. But when it goes to the third evaluator, there is no bubbling mechanism provided here. This doesn't show. If bubbling mechanism is not there, marks will be entered manually. Then there can be an error about the marks and tabulation also or aggregation also.
Yes.
And they say that, and this third marks have to be matched to the candidate. Firstly, there is no bubbling place given to the third evaluator in this box.
Yes. Altogether different third one.
Yes. Third evaluator also, for the space allocated to third evaluator, there is no barcode allocated.
Yes.
That is, we do not know or no one knows for whose paper this man has evaluated.
Yes. Yes. Understood. Yes.
First and second evaluators, there is a barcode.
Yes.
This barcode matches with the barcode. Kindly again go back to page 37.
Yes.
There is a barcode at the top and there is a barcode on the extreme left side at the top. The barcode on the right side will match with the barcode there.
Because there's two evaluation is for all the papers.
Correct.
For third, it won't arise each and every paper.
May not arise in respect of all the candidates, but only such of those candidates where there is a difference of 15%.
Whatever, yes.
No, not it arises for all the set of, there are 7 papers.
Yes, yes.
For all the 7, but not the papers of all the candidates.
Yes, carry on, sir. Yes. Next.
The third evaluation arises only in respect of those candidates where the marks awarded by the first set of evaluators and second set of evaluators, there is a difference of 15%.
Yes.
That's all. Around 22 marks. When there is a, therefore this not providing for bubbling and not providing barcode also, my lord, is a serious matter of serious concern is the submission that we make. Reason is this is done manually, everyone will be able to know the identity of the candidates. That's how, my lord, this is about this
Yes.
answer booklet. My lord, this part it meets this. Now, my lord, next issues that which I may have to clarify are My lord, biometric part is partly argued by my learned friend Vidya Sir. I'll just like to improve over that, not just repeat.
Yes, sir.
My lord, in the same paper book which your lordships are now seeing, kindly go to page 15. Your lords got page 15.
Yes.
Same paper book which your lordships are. That is material paper supplied by.
What is the matter about that? Page 15 starts.
Huh?
Page 15 starts.
At page 12.
Page 15 starts which word?
Page 15, my lord, there are 23, 24, etc.
Yes,
numbers.
23. Any candidate.
Yes, I got it. It, that's mean it starts at page 12.
Okay. No.
They are called as important instructions. So that's what? Page 12.
Yes. Important instruction to the
The
candidates.
candidates for Group 1 mains examination
Yes,
issued through
correct.
hall ticket. These are instructions on the hall ticket. Kindly look at, my lord, instruction number 24.
Yes, 24.
Yes. Candidates are informed that capture of biometrics of the candidates by biometric invigilators is an integral part of the examination. While the instructions say that it is integral part of the examination.
Yes.
In the counter affidavit, what they say is biometry is only for the purpose of the identification of the candidate. But it may so happen saying that biometric number of persons for whom the biometric is adopted and number of persons who have attended the examination may differ. My humble submission is it cannot differ because biometric is an integral part of this entire examination.
Correct.
Therefore, if you have taken biometry of 20,161 candidates, there cannot be either less than 20,161 candidates or more than 161 candidates. That is one thing. Now I'll read one. No candidate should leave the exam hall until his or her biometrics are captured by a biometric invigilator and matched with the prelims attendance.
Yes.
If any candidate does not give his or her biometrics, his or her answer booklet would not be evaluated. Now I just come here. They say that 17 candidates they give the number. If I am correct, their number is not included in the number of candidates whose biometric was taken. Then how did we evaluate? What it says is, this instruction says is, no candidate should leave the examination hall without getting his biometric
Yes.
done, captured or done. Then the biometric captured by the biometric. If any candidate does not give his or her biometrics, his answer book will not be evaluated. Therefore, their answer saying that it is only for the purpose of identification of the candidate in the examination hall, not for the next steps, will run contrary to this. This is the submission that I just completed. In case it is not possible to capture, his answer booklet would not be evaluated. In case it is not possible to capture the fingerprints of any candidates through biometric device, in case that fails,
Yes.
photo of the candidate would be captured and thumb impression using ink pad would be taken by the biometric invigilator. Candidates are advised not to have that part you are not seeing. This is what instructions which they have filed speaks about.
Yes.
Now, Milord, kindly take to my paper book at page 179.
Yes. Yes, sir.
My lord, paragraph 2.3.
Yes.
Reads, candidates will not be admitted to the examination hall without going through the procedural formalities. One of the procedural formalities is biometric.
Yes.
Then my lord, kindly go to paragraph 6.1 at page 182.
Yes. 6.1.
6.1.
Yes.
Candidate shall report to the examination venue 1 hour before the commencement of the examination to record their photo, image, thumb impression on the biometric system, etc. The entry gates of venue will be closed half an hour before the commencement of the examination.
Yes.
No candidates will be allowed into the examination hall after closure of the center of the venue gate. Loaning and interchanging of the stationery, kindly omit the other. What it says is
Yes.
biometric system. That is, the moment they go to the examination hall, which will be around 1 hour or half an hour earlier to the time of the start of the examination, they shall have to give their biometric. Now to say that there are candidates who have not given biometric stands nowhere.
Yes.
And they try to say that by inadvertence absence is found in their counter affidavit.
Yes. Yes.
Next submission, next point which was raised by me is this. I have said there was that their contention was that they have engaged a total of 351 candidates for 7 papers. That your lordships will get it in my paper book at page 188. In my paper book at page 188.
Yes. Yes.
What they have given
evaluators.
number of
Yes.
total, if it is total, it comes to 351.
Yes.
From this, your lordships omits page, that is 33 evaluators of English,
Yes.
because it's a only qualifying examination. Remaining persons are around 318. 318 evaluators were engaged. My submission is, I have given the calculation in my paper book, Lord, how much time each evaluator can take if what they have done is correct. And my contention is that these 351 were not engaged at once.
Yes.
I missed it.
This is understood that even they also they said there is a system is there.
No, no. Their contention is that the 351 were engaged at once. And the evaluation process went on for 90 days between Lord.
Different sessions are there if I am not wrong.
1 second. 1 second. Will your lordships kindly come to Lord, page 190, 187. Sessions
How they distributed 350, 318 evaluators, morning session some of the person, second session, even like that, if I am not wrong.
No, that's not their contention. I'll show it you from the counter affidavit. Will your lordships kindly come to my lord page 187,
Yes.
fourth paragraph. The
Yes.
commission conducted Group 1 services mains examination from 21/10/2024 to 27/10/2024 in HMDA jurisdiction. The valuation of answer scripts commenced on 1/11/2024 and completed on 31/1/2025. This is around 90 days. Exactly, if I am correct, it is exactly 90 days. The contention or the issue at loggerheads between us and them. They say that 351 work totally for those days continuously. Our contention is not. You have engaged piecemeal. By piecemeal means some invigilators. 351 did not work.
So
Totally,
according to all the 351 not worked, huh?
they did not work continuously for this period,
90 days.
90 days. But if they have worked for 90 days, the number of papers each can correct will come to a particular number. If they have not worked continuously for those 90 days, but if they were engaged piecemeal, total invigilators engaged according to them only 351. Supposing not, a person is engaged for 7 days only. So take that not some 30 persons are engaged for 7 days. Another set of 30 persons are engaged for 7 days. So on average, each day only 30 persons are working. Supposing first day 30 persons are engaged, second day 30 persons are engaged, third day 30 persons are. So how many invigilators are engaged according to? I'm not putting a question to you. If we take it as it is, it will be 30 persons were engaged for 90 days. It's not 351 persons were engaged for 90 days. If 30 persons correct, how many papers they can correct? Correct is the question. Our contention is they have not worked continuously, or they have not, 351 were not engaged at a go. For this, my lord, if your lordships,
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
kindly go to page 203 of my paper.
Yes, sir. 203. Yes, sir.
Can I read this one? At page 201, sorry. At page 201.
Yes.
In pursuance of the circumstances reported in the first reference. First reference is the letter dated 25/1/2025 of the PSC. So the Secretary TGPSC Hyderabad requested to nominate the faculty members working in various government degree colleges as shown in the nomination list provided by the office of the TGPSC Hyderabad for evaluation of
Page 1, 201 you are reading, sir.
201. My paper book, page 201.
Proceedings of the Commissioner for College
College
Education.
Education. I am reading this. In pursuance of the circumstances reported in the reference first read above. First read above is dated 25/1/2025.
Yes.
Then request first read above. Secretary TGPSC Hyderabad requested to nominate faculty members working in various government degree colleges as shown in the nomination list provided by the office of the TGPSC Hyderabad for evaluation of the confidential descriptive answer papers from 11/1/2025 to 29/1/2025. I pause for a minute. What does it communicate? What does it say? Request from the PSC is on 25/1, but they have to work from 11/1. I not know whether I could wait.
Yes, yes. The letter dated 25/1/2025, they issued letter.
They issue a letter to send the persons.
Yes, that it means the persons also work from that day onwards.
Correct. 29/1.
Can I just
Yes,
again?
yes, explain, sir. No issue.
Today a letter is addressed to another office
Another officer, correct,
to send some persons for evaluation.
correct.
Then today this office sends, my lord, some 10 persons to another office. But can I send it from today or can I send it 10 days earlier?
But what is there in that letter, 25/1/10, what is, how? Which
Again-
date they have
again-
to send?
again-
Is there any
again-
specification is there? Letter is 25/1/2025. On which date and what date they are asking?
One second. Again I'll ask. Again I'll read for your lordship. For
Yes.
my benefit I'll read.
For my benefit also.
In-
These letters are all confidential letters. I asked him whether they.
My lord,
Sir,
my lord, this cannot go on.
Sir,
Sir,
This kind of
please.
not,
confidential letters.
it is a misbehavior on your
Your
part.
Lord.
Once the paper is come out in a paper
No,
booklet.
this is not paper. These are proceedings, my lord. I have asked the standing.
Sir, this is in, each and every document is in paper book. So
That
there
is
is
his
no
paper
question
book,
of
man.
confidential.
Yes,
They
sir.
have
This is
right to argue in each and every paper.
the paper echoed, sir. This is not filed by the Public Service Commission, sir.
Then you argue anywhere, that will
Right.
come. Not now, sir. I am
Right.
disturbing again and again. This is the time killing.
Lord, he doesn't have the same sobriety, my lord, as the TGPSC counsel.
Yes, Surendra, Kanindi.
I would
Time is running.
Well,
I was only saying, my lord, I don't have my learned friend's ability.
no, as you said today morning, I put the video.
Yes.
I'll put it again. Kindly just.
So letter dated 20/1/2025.
Yes.
So they asked the degree college as shown in the nomination list provided by so and so, so and so, so and so. Answer from 11/1/25 to 29/1.
No.
That is the very bottom I am reading.
One second. I'll try. In pursuance of the circumstances reported in the reference first cited,
Yes.
వాళ్ళు ఏం రాశారో మీరు వాళ్ళని అడుగుతారు, మీరు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తారు, నాకు సంబంధం లేదు. That it was written by TGPSC secretary.
Yes.
Requested to nominate faculty members working in various government degree colleges as shown in the nomination list. Let us take that this nomination list was prepared by TGPSC.
Correct.
Let us also take that this nomination list was prepared earlier to 11 months.
Yes.
Let us also take.
Yes.
Question is, when can, if that letter is addressed to me on 25th, when can I send them?
Sir, I am not understanding. Letter dated 25/1. If you, after, without seeing that letter, we can't say.
Your lordship may not be, but I can make submission. Your lordship may
That's
not be
not,
able to.
sir. No, sir. The letter dated 25/1/2025. We don't have that letter with us.
Correct.
So basing on that letter, the papers from 11/1/20, how can you decide when they have to go without that
One
document?
second, I'll read further. I'll just show to your lordship. 25/1 PSC writes a letter. They give a list of persons who they want.
Correct.
That far is clear.
Yes,
From
clear.
which date they want is a different thing.
Yes.
Right. Now, what does this man do? Right. What does this man do is, for the nomination list is for the purpose of evaluation.
Yes.
TGPSC, my lord,
Yes.
prepares a list of persons
Yes.
for the purpose of evaluation. Let us go, my lord. Let us talk what your lord, what is passing on in your lordship's mind. Let us take that TGPSC prepares a nomination list of some person
Correct.
for the purpose of evaluation from 11/1/2025 to 29/1/2025.
Yes.
But that letter comes to the office of the Commissionerate of Collegiate Education after 25/1/2025.
Correct.
Right, madam? It comes after that. If I were the, that is, if the Commissioner of College Education was the person to send them, when can he send? Without his broad authority, if they can go is a different thing. But if the Commissioner of College Education shall have to send them, authorize them to go, he can only authorize after 25th.
Yes.
I do not know whether I could.
Yes. What you mean to say with regard to this proceedings?
This is what I am trying to say. PSC on their own have chosen the evaluators. Perhaps they have individually communicated to the evaluators to come and evaluate. But such procedure, according to me, is an illegal procedure. They are working in a government office under a particular head of the department.
Yes.
To the head of the department, they write it subsequently after borrowing their services.
Yes.
That was on 25th they have addressed.
Yes.
Right. It doesn't matter. Two things emerge. They were engaged only for that particular period. Kindly see the period for which I am forgetting about whether it is correct or what my argument is correct or not. They were engaged only for those 20 days. Or not 11/1 to 29/1.
Yes.
20 days,
Yes.
including both days, Milord, it will be only 20 days.
Yes.
What I was trying to say, Milord, is I was arguing a point to saying that these 318 or 351 evaluators did not attest such work for 90 days. This is submission that I make. For substantiating that, I am trying to rely upon that, forgetting about Milord, whether it is communication came earlier to 11 or communication came later to 11. Forget about that. Why enter into that controversy? Question is not for which period, what period they were engaged.
Yes.
Only for impressing upon your lordships that they were engaged. The persons who were nominated here were engaged only for 20 days.
20 days.
Thereafter, another set of another 20 persons were engaged.
Yes.
Therefore, 351 persons were not engaged at a stage.
Yes. Correct.
If
Yes.
351 persons were not engaged at a stage, or kindly again go to Milord page 188.
Yes. Yes.
Here, your lordship sees history and culture 26 lecturers,
Yes.
26 evaluators. Well, that's got. Out of this 26, only 4 were engaged for a period of 20 days. Another 4 were engaged for another period of 20 days. It doesn't amount to 26 persons being engaged, not for the evaluation is what I am trying to say. This is a phase-wise engagement. If they were engaged phase-wise, according, but I have submitted a calculation before your lordships, Milord, that this evaluation, each person will be, they will not be evaluating, just they will be scanning through or Milord gazing through the question paper and putting the marks at their whims and fancies.
Yes.
Such a course, Milord, definitely hurts the participants in the examination. It might, but it's a descriptive answer paper. It's not yes and no answer paper.
Yes.
It's a descriptive answer paper. One and number of pages is also given. Wait, 1 second. I'll just show what are the number of pages. Milord,
Yes.
one second. Now, the evaluator will be hardly able to spare few minutes of time on each paper. Now, there that is the injustice that will be caused is on that subject. No, that far will be enough in
This,
on this.
yes, this topic is over in earlier also. Less time they, according to the
Yes,
petitioners council
they
arguments,
devoted.
less time they have given, so it cannot be done in the
Correct.
fraction of the small,
Correct.
short date.
Correct.
Yes, next
That
point
is
sir.
about that. Next point is what they state in their counter affidavit. We have taken the lecturers from collegiate education.
Yes.
They do not say that not they are lecturers of the subjects in a particular medium. They say that as they are lecturers in collegiate education, they have got enough knowledge to correct the answer books which were written in either of the medium or any of the medium. This is the answer that they give. Question is, if a person who teaches a particular subject in English medium, or his degree or postgraduate degree or PhD degree is in English medium or Telugu medium or Urdu medium as the case may be, can he be entrusted with the answer booklets of the candidates writing in another medium? I take that note. I opt to write in English medium.
Yes.
My answer booklet, Lord, it will be in the, my answers will be given in the English. Supposing this is corrected by a evaluator who has got degree in Telugu medium, MSc, Telugu medium, chemistry. If he corrects it, can it be said that it is correctly corrected?
Yes.
This is what the answer that they give. They only say that who are well versed with Telugu or Urdu medium. That is the language that they employed in their counter affidavit. They did not say that they had the necessary degree or required degree in the Telugu medium or English medium or Urdu medium, but they only say that they know Telugu. Or I may say that they are well versed or know Telugu or other.
Well versed includes all.
No?
Well versed includes
Ah,
also.
ah. Right. Well, Smith is that.
You want to pick up in that from that also piecemeal. Well versed means to what extent, in what certificate, it's not correct, sir.
No questioning.
They are saying well versed evaluators, they have pick
That
up.
subject,
Yes.
that subject,
Hmm.
but not that subject of a particular medium. You know, I write in Telugu. He doesn't know Telugu. Can he correct my paper?
How they will give that?
That's what I'm trying to say. They don't say that. No, it's
So you
advanced.
mean that Telugu paper corrected by English medium? So,
That's what they say. No, they don't say in that fashion, but they only say that they don't say that we have entrusted this paper to a lecturer in Telugu medium, a lecturer in English medium, a lecturer in Urdu medium is not there.
in place of that, what they say?
They said that they are well versed in the correcting any medium paper.
Any medium, they
Why should I say in my language?
I think they
Kindly
have
take,
right. They
kindly
even
take,
how-
all right, kindly take to the counter affidavit. Why should I use my language? No, I'll take your losses to their language.
multi-expert personalities is there in our state. One in all. Yes, sir. It's a common counter, they said that, or in
In the additional counter also they have said, I may have to just locate. One second.
Sir, why are you such, sir? We'll ask the respondent.
No.
You
Para
said so,
50.
sir?
No, no. We have specifically said in para 51. I think my learned friend may want to show that. Additional counter para 51.
Surendra Garu,
Yes, yes.
don't think otherwise. For saving time, I am asking the respondent.
They can definitely say.
Instead of searching
But
of
I am
time.
unable to.
I'll show. Para 51, page 36, additional counter. We said commission engage subject specific experienced faculty of the universities and government degree colleges for group 1 main evaluation work. Degree college faculty teach both English and Telugu medium graduation students and are competent enough to evaluate group 1 main exam papers. For all languages, adequate number of evaluators who are taught and who are teaching in the respective medium have been identified by the commission. Commission thoroughly identifies and accommodates the subject experts from across the country and did not compromise with the quality of expertise. Adequate training briefing was given to all the evaluators. Only they're teaching in that particular language.
I'll read in my own way and I'll submit.
It reflects so many things, sir.
Right, I'll read and submit. Kindly just.
I'll only request my friend to speed up a little, in the interest of Milord, because students are waiting for the.
I had a wrong counter affidavit, wrong additional counter affidavit.
Additional, don't say additional, it is common counter. In this, Niranjan Garu, it is a common counter.
Additional counter is common for everything.
Milord, kindly go to Milord paragraph 51.
Para 51.
Commission has engaged subject-specific experienced faculty of the universities and government degree colleges for the Group 1 mains evaluation work. Degree college faculty teach both the English and Telugu medium graduation students and are competent enough to evaluate the Group 1 main exam papers. For all languages, adequate number of evaluators who have taught and who are teaching in the respective medium have been identified by the Commission. Commission thoroughly identifies and accommodates the subject experts from across the country and did not compromise with the quality of expertise. Adequate training briefing was given to all the evaluators and all the staff on the evaluation duty. Evaluation, can you omit that part?
Yes.
Kindly come to paragraph 53. All evaluators engaged in the assessment of answer scripts were duly trained, briefed by the Commission prior to being entrusted with the evaluation duties. Each evaluator was subjected to a process of consistency assessment to ensure adherence to the approved scheme of evaluation. Only those evaluators who met the prescribed standards of consistency and reliability were permitted to undertake the evaluation work. Evaluations for Urdu and Telugu medium students trained as on par with their English medium counterparts. They did not say that they are the persons not teaching in Urdu medium or Telugu medium. They were trained.
51 we said.
They underwent the same training modules and consistency assessments before being permitted to evaluate answer scripts. The scheme of evaluation was uniformly applied across all mediums without, this is what they are saying. What I am trying to say is, they have not given the number of evaluators engaged for Telugu medium, number of evaluators engaged for Urdu medium. It is a passing eyewash.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Then
Next
Milord,
point, sir.
I'll go to the next
How many
point.
points are there, sir, remaining?
Last one.
Last.
Points, Milord.
Yes. I think almost all you covered.
Okay.
And the conclusion part is remaining.
Give me one. next one will be this. They say that here there is a scrutinizer.
Scrutinize, yes.
There is a scrutinizer. If I am correct, subject to what my friend says, scrutinizer is not a subject expert.
Scrutinize is not a
Subject expert. He is not a subject expert. His role is, again kindly go to that answer booklet which is there at page 37 of their paper book.
yes.
There also says in there, there is a column relating to signature of the scrutinizer.
Yes.
It is stated that what the scrutinizer will verify whether marks were awarded to the questions which were answered. That is the role of a
Scrutinizer.
scrutinizer. Thereafter, my lord, he may also scrutinize the totaling of the marks, because there will be three sets of evaluators or three evaluators, my lord, correcting each paper, and the marks are entered by three different persons. Totaling shall have to be done by the last one of the evaluator, and that has to be scrutinized by the scrutinizer. So therefore, not a third person other than the evaluator has gotten access to the answer. He shall have to scrutinize whether, supposing not the marks are omitted to one of the questions. He has to go through the answers, see whether a particular candidate has answered that and marks were awarded or not awarded. If marks were not awarded, he has to see why that question marks were not awarded. That is the role of the scrutinizer, but he is not the evaluator. So therefore,
Only he will see whether the right mark is there, marks are granted or not.
no, I'll come to that. Right mark or not, I'll come to that. This is the role of the scrutinizer. Now the question, next question, sorry, Janaka, about the scrutinizer. Next question is, ultimately, what should be done is that my answer book must be subjected to an evaluation. They say that we have awarded you marks. Therefore, that tantamounts to evaluation of your answer. Yes, yes. There will not be any indication whether the answers written by me were even raised or looked into by any evaluator. They say that because they are going to different evaluators, it is at least two sets of evaluators. That is 6 persons. There are three sections in each paper. 3 plus 3 will be 6 evaluators. The evaluator will not write anything in the answer. He will only read through the answers. That one also they don't say. He will only enter the marks which according to him an answer given to a question by the candidate deserves. That's all, nothing more. But there is no indication that my answer book is corrected, except take whatever we have given. We have awarded you marks, take that is correct, and you can't question anything else. There will not be any indication of showing that my answer book was evaluated. That is the method that was available. But here, what was argued by Mr. Vidyasagar counts more. Yesterday he cited a decision also of Andhra Pradesh High Court. He says that there is no provision for second evaluation. Double evaluation, triple evaluation, double evaluation. If it is not provided in the notification and it's not provided by the rules, it cannot be resorted to is what he was submitting. Supposing it is provided, what is happening is what is no, I may not call it as re-evaluation. Learned senior advocate Mr. Vidyasagar argued saying that it amounts to re-evaluation for which there is no problem. Perhaps your lordships were not in agreement with it, or your lordships were in agreement with it. But what I am trying to submit is, forget about whether there is a re-evaluation or not. Question is whether there is a valuation. If there is only valuation by in the form of single evaluation, not double evaluation and triple evaluation, there will be an indication of an evaluation. That is, if I write wrong, wrong will be marked. If I write right, right will be marked. But if there is a double evaluation or triple evaluation, the examiner or evaluator is barred from indicating his evaluation. I'm clear.
Yes, yes.
He has to just see this and put marks there. See page number 4. Supposing a question appears in page number, answer to a question appears in page number 4. He has to see page number 4. He cannot scribble anything there. He has to put marks in the OMR sheet. Where is the evaluation? Where is the indication of evaluation, application of mind by the evaluation?
Yes.
Therefore, in the absence of an indication of evaluation, in my humble submission, there is no evaluation. But lastly, according to me, this is all a systematic design and fraudulent exercise which was carried on by
Systematic design fraudulent exercise.
carried on by the PSC.
Yes.
But on
That's
last occasion, my government Rachana has cited 2 or 3 decisions, including that of West Bengal,
Yes, yes.
paragraph 17.
Now, where is she, sir? She has to. She completed arguments close. She don't want to argue.
He wants to argue.
She is before another court. The senior counsel finished.
Senior counsel already completed, sir.
The senior counsel.
No senior counsel. Only Ratna is remaining now. Otherwise.
I'll inform you.
Yes.
Murad, right from 19. I'll just.
You are going to provide any citations, sir, from your side?
Just give a list me log, paragraph number cited, proposition also for which I am only citing 3 or 4 decisions. The point that I was trying to take is this same design, systematic, fraudulent to achieve not a particular result. Will vitiate the selection process is what it is. But this was borrowed in the latest decision. I am only citing, I am just old, I am citing the old decision. My learned friend Rachana Milord cited Milord, those decisions, Milord, which are relevant. She will be citing those decisions, but the proposition is this. Then Milord, there are 2
Judgment, sir. Judgment.
1980
Copy this.
Already, Madam Rachana given to this court.
Rachana was relying upon.
So these are separate, sir, not like, not one and the same.
He has given Lord latest.
Okay, 1 second, madam.
Lord, in this. AR version. In AR version, Lord, the relevant paragraphs are paragraph 10. I'll just check up from the SCC version and give. I'll give the relevant portion from not the SCC version. I'll just read out from the AR version. We may dispel two mistakes before we debate.
You are not providing the copy.
Sorry. Paragraph 10. I'll give SCC version and also mark it and read.
Yes,
We may dispel two mistakes before we debate the real issues. Did the selection committee act illegally in resorting to the interview process to pick out the best? We think not, and they underline that we think not. Any administrative or quasi-judicial body clothed with the powers and left unfettered by procedures is free to devise its own pragmatic, technical, and functionally viable process of transacting business, subject of course to the basics of natural justice, fair play in action, reasonableness in collecting the decisional materials, avoidance of arbitrariness and extraneous considerations, and otherwise keeping within the leading strings of the law. We find no flaw in the methodology of interviews. Certainly, cases arise where part of interviewing the candidates deteriorates from strategy to stratagem. These are the two terminologies used. Strategy to stratagem and undetectable manipulation. This is what I was trying to argue. They are all what have been adopted is undetectable manipulations of results is achieved by remote control tactics masked as viva voce tests. This, if allowed, is surely a sabotage of the purity of proceedings, subterfuge whereby legal means to reach. But this is the important part of it. This, if allowed, is surely a sabotage of the purity of proceedings, a subterfuge whereby legal means to reach illegal ends is achieved. What they say that everything but what we have used is a legal method. Take that it was a legal method. But the ultimate aim is to not help a few or favor a few. This is how. That is, they may have right to choose the centers. They may have right to issue new hall tickets. They have power. I mean, not right. They may have power to use all these things. They may say that these are all within our legal framework.
yes.
But that legal framework, according to me, has been used for an ulterior purpose of selecting the persons of their choice. So it is that courts insist, as Leonard Single Judge has in this very case, suggested on recording of marks at interviews and other things that is about the candidates and the like. This is what brought this decision. But this philosophy is repeated in the other decisions.
Nagara వచ్చేస్తున్నారు. The comrade is here. The comrade is here. Rachnagar వచ్చేస్తున్నారు. You're holding the fort.
Right, my lord. These are not, the proposition is that my landman says that I should cut short, but I be in agreement with him, let me cut short. I'll give my lord citations and the paragraph numbers without troubling your lordship and without troubling.
Yes,
This
yes.
is what I was trying to suggest. That would be enough.
That's all, sir? Yes.
Your lordship,
Yes, yes. Tell me your explanation number, madam.
May I have your lordship's kind leave? Lord, on item 59, I appear for Mr. Bhaskar Reddy, but I find most of the points raised in the writ petition have been covered by my two senior friends.
Yes, yes.
So I would not be repeating the same. If we require anything, I'll give a reply, that's all.
Okay, sir.
We
Thank you,
adopt
sir.
the same thing because same points I don't want to repeat all over again.
Yes,
And
yes.
anyway, my young friend is also again arguing the other points. So I
Yes.
didn't wish to.
Okay, sir.
In item 15, same points are raised, therefore I don't want to.
Item 50.
9. WP number 166, 53 of 2025.
Yes, yes. Okay, sir. Yes, Rachna madam.
I am obliged.
Yes, sir.
Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I'm arguing 53, Your Lordships.
Item 53.
53.
How much time you will take, madam? When
Yeah.
450 will complete.
No, Your Lordship. That is the
550?
reason I was,
550?
Your Lordships, it will take at least about close to around 2 or a little bit give and take here, there and there, sir.
Madam, I think.
Your Lordships, the additional,
I'll say one thing, madam. Almost all you covered in your, I think I might have, I know, the Surendra sir and the Surendra Gaur and the Vidyasagar, they won't argue much in the first instance. But in your case, you elaborately argued, so covered so much of points.
Your Lordships, by that
My
instance
request
only,
is that complete as early as possible, will stay up to 5:15. Try your level best.
Your Lordships, in that case, if I may only make this request, Your Lordships may hear me first thing tomorrow morning as well, Your Lordships, because it'll complete at once, Your Lordships, because Your Lordships has very patiently and elaborately heard both the councils. There are, I believe, 2 more councils who are going to be there. I am, Your Lordships, for the very first time, the respondents filed documents on record just 3 days back. Any which ways I went, hall ticket numbers కాదండి, హాల్ టికెట్ నంబర్స్ కాదు, దాంట్లో వాళ్ళు ఏమేం డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ఫైల్ చేసిండ్రో దానికి వాళ్ళు రిప్లై కౌంటర్ ఇచ్చిండ్రు. ఆ కౌంటర్ కి అడిషనల్ గా రిప్లై will cover or rather will start the issue once again for your lordships. That is the reason I was in between 2 courts, this court and another court, and when Surendra sir court.
I'm giving, madam. It's not enough for you. 1.5 hour time I'm giving up to 5:15 or 5:30.
My only request is that your lordships, instead of
No
at the
question,
fag
madam.
end,
You start arguments now, we'll see.
I'll start arguments, your lordships, but I'm only stating that if your lordships would finish me just as your lordships have finished at a stretch, it will be convenient for your lordships as well, because I'll just complete it at once. I will not take a break, no water, nothing. I'll just finish it.
You will take one, no problem.
Mike, you will give full drink to my sister. Why water?
I avoid cool drinks, your lordships. Since a child, I've avoided cool drinks. Coffee and tea, I don't mind.
Vacate the order, my lord. She take the entire week, doesn't matter.
I'm only stating.
Councils are okay, sir. Sufferers are the students.
Your,
And unemployed.
your lordships, I'm ready. I'm only
Start,
saying,
madam, you start, madam.
yes.
But I'm requesting again, don't repeat earlier points. Whatever the points raised in extra affidavit material paper, in those from you pick up the points.
Your lordships, that
Yes, we
extra
can.
material that extra material affidavit itself will require me to go to the earlier points, your lordships. There's no other way.
Yes, yes, start.
Hence, your lordships may just hear me.
Yes, yes, start.
You-
Each
Your-
of you, I am taking water.
Yeah. Yeah, if I may even make one last suggestion, your lordships may
No, no, you continue.
wind up early
No, no,
and start early tomorrow. Because I'm only, because,
Every count is ready.
Yes.
It as it is up to 9 o'clock. As it is without fail.
your lordships, I unfortunately will get the bad reputation that I'm the one who holds your lordships always unto 6 or 7 or after this thing. Your lordships, councils, both of them have covered different points. Here, your lordships, for me, the principal issue, as usual, starts from the point of requirement of 2 hall tickets, your lordships. The principal point starts from, and they've answered that also, your lordships.
Yes, they have given that answer.
Yes, they've given that answer. Allow me to read what answer they've given, your lordships. Your lordships. The answer that they gave is that, your lordships, in the present, if your lordships will take their counter. Will take their counter and their material documents as well.
In your case also all counters filed in
Yes, I filed the rejoinder to the additional these things along with the counter as well, your lordships.
This way you have to submit one additional common counter is filed.
Yes,
By them.
but one additional common counter and a set of documents also have been filed
Yes,
by
I
the
have to
council.
see that additional common
Yes,
counter.
yes, yes.
Yes, got it.
Your lordships, the story of group 1, or rather the irregularities and the illegalities and the deliberate nature of it. Why I say it's malicious, deliberate, and that deliberate nature continues throughout the tandem of the mains examination. Somewhere after the prelim, somewhere something changed. And from there starts the entire deliberate nature where the respondents continue to spin and spin and spin. If I produce something right now, they will spin. There will be another third additional counter in which they'll spin the wheels again. I will show your lordships how the wheels are spun by the respondent. Very, very your lordships, at paragraph 12, the respondents claim in the present examination, it starts, your lordships, the respondents have divided each issue that I've raised, and I'm going according to the respondents' formulation of the issue itself. The first one is issuance of a separate hall ticket for the preliminary and the mains examination. Your lordships, they start from paragraph 12 on page 11. In response to the above, the respondent commission submits as follows. The respondent commission, being a constitutional body, which they like to remind us all the time, is empowered to draw its own procedures for conducting recruitment examinations, and there is no requirement for the respondent to align its practices with UPSC. Agreed. As per Rule 311, Telangana Public Service Commission Rules of Procedure, a decision as to the following shall be taken by the Commission in respect of all selections made by them. Whether any candidate possesses the prescribed qualifications for the post, the basis on which the marks should be awarded, the minimum of marks for inclusion in the selection list, the manner in which the practical examination, physical efficiency test or any other test or examination is to be conducted, and any other matter incidental to the selection. Now they have boxed this entire issue of the reasoning for separate hall ticket into this any other matter incidental to the selection. Now this will get connected with another issue later on, and I will demonstrate for your lordships the absolute laughable nature of that excuse as well. The notification, so and so notification, respondent did not stipulate that there would be a single hall ticket number for both preliminary and mains examination. They are claiming in the negative that they did not separate that they did not contend that there would be a single hall ticket. Therefore, it is incorrect to aver that issuance of a separate hall ticket number is contrary to the notification. Now comes the reasoning for the same. In the present examination, the respondent commission used candidate specific answer booklets with pre-printed hall ticket numbers, as various candidates had previously made mistakes in entering their hall ticket numbers. Certain other examinations such as UPSC, CSC use generic answer booklets where candidates manually enter their hall ticket numbers. Using candidate specific answer booklets necessitated introduction of separate hall ticket numbers for the mains examination as continuous, your lordships, here comes the kicker, as continuous hall ticket numbers are administratively convenient for printing candidate specific answer booklets, distribution collection of answer booklets, allocating examination halls, calculating attendance, etc. Using such continuous numbering also reduces the margin of error in the above processes. The respondent issued a web note dated 16/8/2024 making sample answer booklets available to the candidates. The sample answer booklets include a reference to both preliminary hall ticket numbers and mains hall ticket numbers, which is a lie. I will take your lordships there. A copy of the web note of 16/8/2024 and sample candidate specific answer booklet are annexed herewith. I will take your lordships there. Similarly, through web note 9/10/2024, the candidates were instructed to download hall tickets for mains examination 1 week before the commencement of the examination. The mains hall ticket for each candidate contains pre-printed hall ticket numbers for both the prelims and the mains examination. Now, a copy of so-and-so is annexed herewith. Therefore, from the above, it is clear that the candidates were notified well in advance that there would be two specific hall ticket numbers for the preliminary and the mains examination. The petitioners did not object to the same before or even after the mains examination conducted in October 2024. They waited until the declaration of final results, which is the oft repeated sentence in every counter, on 30/3/2025 to raise this issue, which shows that the petitioners are not aggrieved by the process. Now, your lordships, their reasoning, we read 2 pages. Their reasoning is administrative convenience, which they repeat the same thing. They've stated the same in the counter, administrative convenience. Now, pray your lordships, I'll take your lordships through these web notes. Now, pray what is the administrative convenience that a small state like Telangana and a TSPSC that has the jurisdiction of a small state like Telangana cannot take hold of or cannot manage, that a UPSC that has a gigantic all India examination can. Now, that administrative convenience is specific only to PSC. UPSC or any other CSC or any other central examination, none whatsoever, other than an example what they have taken is of the police recruitment board, have 2 different hall ticket numbers, completely blindsiding the candidates, because there is no common connection other than the fact that I will look at my hall ticket, I will see my preliminary number and I will see my main number. Both are completely different, no concordance is there, nothing. And that will go on to be my mains hall ticket. Now that So the first blind side has started. The first blind side is I cannot check mine or anybody else's preliminary. Then once the mains results are declared, I cannot check mine or anybody else's because we'll come to that as we go on. Now your lordships may come to annexure R2 and R3 of their material documents. That starts from page 11 to 16. Your lordships, page 11, your lordships, page 11. Page 11, your lordships has this binder. Your lordships, the R2, the copy of the web note dated 16/8 is on page 11. Your lordships.